Okay, do you have like a specific goal in mind? Maybe I can
What kind of goals do you guys cover? You guys cover like fat loss and muscle building and what not here,
well,
detox or something?
primarily, yeah. I mean, if you know, if you're gonna, I mean, it all starts from the inside. So, right,
Sure.
if you're detoxing, if you're alkaline, if you're your body's clean, you're gonna do great. So, you're essentially what you need to understand is that your body um, has zero interest in building muscle.
Right.
It has zero interest in burning fat. Those are your goals.
Right. Yeah, there
So
are superficial mind goals, right?
exactly. So, with building muscle, what a lot of people don't know is that it's an immune response. So, if your immune system is fatigued, if your immune system's not, you're actually, you, let's back up for a second. Your immune system is kind of acts like a triage. So it focuses on the most important things in your body. So it's going to focus on cleansing, detoxification, digestion, all those things. If those things aren't taken care of, then it's not going to have any resources to dedicate to repairing the muscle.
Sure. Okay.
So it's really important to kind of give your body enough nutrients so that your immune system's strong to be able to get to your muscle building goals. So
Right.
kind of think of it this way: your muscle building goals are at the back of the line, but before it, your body has a whole bunch of other processes it needs to take care of first.
I gotcha. Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
yes, your immune system's kind of like a gun. Here's a good analogy: it's like a gun, and vitamins and minerals are like the bullets.
Okay.
So if you've got a problem, it's going to fight off the most immediate issues first. And building muscle is one of the few. It's the smallest fight that your body cares about winning.
Right. I just tell people that your body only does one thing. It adapts to the stimulus you put on it, right? And so that can be for muscle building, for fat loss. But you're right in saying that, like, this all starts with the digestion, the health of your internal organs is so powerful. That's one of the most compelling reasons for people to drink some juice. So just share with us like your favorite juicing recipe. What's something you might wake up and do in the morning for yourself?
Okay, well, let's talk about improving alkalinity in your body. So this would be a
Okay.
good one called the alkaline enhancer.
Okay,
So
perfect.
this is really, really good if you're fatigued, if you're gassy, if you're bloated, maybe if you've been drinking too much coffee or having too many acidic foods. Acidic foods would be a lot of protein, a lot of grains. So
Sure.
this is a really easy one. So you can do 1 cup of purple cabbage, 1 cup of spinach, one medium cucumber, and one lemon.
Okay. So the lemon is really what gets that nice flavor in there at the end, isn't it, huh?
Yeah, big time. And I mean, you can always default to like a half a pear or half an apple. Fruit always solves that problem. But I like to stick to primarily vegetables, and lemon is a very quick fix.
Yeah, that's a fantastic option for people. So let's talk about macronutrients for a second, because one of the things that I see a lot of people talking about with regard to juicing is if you're actually using a juicer, you're not using a blender, you're removing the fiber, that your blood sugar is going to get out of control, Vince, and you're going to die and get fat, right? So maybe we could
Mhm.
tackle that. What do you think about the insulin regulation in terms of juicing?
Well, I think just like anybody, I believe with any diet, you need to earn your carbohydrates.
Sure.
So your carbohydrate intake is going to be based on your level of body fat. It's going to be based on how hard you're training and how much you're depleting.
Yeah.
So whatever you deplete, you need to put back in. So if somebody's goal was to lose fat, we would minimize the carbohydrate intake period, and that also includes minimizing fruit.
Sure.
So in that for that individual, they wouldn't be using much fruit, if any, in
Right.
their juicing protocol. They would be using primarily vegetables.
Sure.
So that's, I have no problem with increasing insulin if it's planned appropriately during the time of the day where your body needs nutrients faster. And that would be best timed after a hard workout where you now earn those carbohydrates. So I keep it as simple as that. But yeah, no, I wouldn't advise someone to start, taking tons. That is probably a popular mistake with juicing where people use too much fruit.
Right.
too frequently, and that can cause your glucose to become more converted to fat as opposed to getting stored as glycogen, which is what you want.
Right.
That's what you want your body to do. You want your body to store glucose as glycogen so you can burn it during your workouts. You don't want it to get converted to fat,
So it
and
could
that
be,
happens if your insulin's constantly elevated.
so it could potentially be like a really good pre or post workout drink to have would be some sort of juice with like a little bit of fresh fruit in there as well, right?
Yeah, I'm not big on carbs before a workout, only because most people find that they make you drowsy,
Okay.
so it takes away from the intensity.
Okay.
Now, when I say
Interesting.
prior to your workout, I mean like an hour before your workout. Carbs,
Sure.
3 4 hours before your workout is different. So it's an individual thing too, but that's a general rule if people wanted a specific guideline there. I would prefer to put them after the workout. Like I said, you
Right.
depleted them. Now it's time to put them back in.
Right. Right.
So you have
But
to earn your carbohydrates.
yeah, okay. I like that. Just kind of hammering that principle down. You got to earn your carbohydrates regardless, even if they're quote unquote healthy, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So we talked about macronutrients right now, but the real magic behind juicing is the micronutrients. Why?
Well, kind of like before, like I like to see them as bullets.
Right.
They affect so many different things: vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. I mean, they're essentially the building blocks for cellular health. So
Right.
if you're deficient in certain vitamins or minerals, you're going to. I mean, you're only as good as your weakest link. So, for instance, if you're deficient in zinc, you're going to have a hard time, building, creating testosterone. Magnesium is going to help you with your sleep quality. Vitamin C is going to help you lower cortisol levels. So, I mean, every vitamin and mineral usually is linked to 200 to 300 different processes in your body. So, if you're deficient in just one of them, then you're basically you're only as good as your weakest link. So you're not going to be able to do the basic things to achieve your big goals. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, you think that juicing is probably the fastest way to get that level of micronutrients into your body?
Oh, by far. Yeah, I mean, unless you can eat them, unless, I mean, for you 4 carrots, you could put 4 carrots in a juicer and drink it within 2 minutes. I mean, try and consume 4 carrots right now.
It's like,
It'll literally take you half an hour to eat 4 full carrots. It's like seriously, I tried it before.
that's so funny. I love this conversation that we're having right now because I think so many people just need to take that simple thing that we started with, just like everybody could be eating more vegetables. And then what you just said about micronutrients, the reason why is because they improve our overall health. When your overall health improves, everything becomes better. Everything works much more efficiently. So that's a great message that you're sharing. You mentioned forming a relationship with the world's top juicing expert. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so when I was in San Diego at a business event, I met Drew Canoli, and he's got a website, Fit Life TV, and he's got a fan page with almost 900,000,
Holy
if
cow.
not more, fans. And it's dedicated, yeah, 900,000, yeah. And he's working on his first infomercial. He's got all sorts of exciting things going in the juicing world. But I saw the impact that he had on the weight loss world. And general people, the typical people that follow him are females. And, I thought this is such an amazing habit. And I'm all about adding habits to people's life.
Sure.
I find it's the fastest way to create results by adding things as opposed to taking away things. And by adding this simple habit, you're able to achieve this optimal standard of 10 to 15 servings of vegetables, or 15 to 20 servings of vegetables a day. And it's fast and it's easy and it's going to help you with your goals building muscle. And juicing really isn't a big thing in the bodybuilding world. If you even do a
Right.
Google search on it, type in juicing bodybuilding, not much will come up. Most of the juicing literature is all revolved. It's mostly geared towards just the mainstream, a general population. So I thought let's put kind of like a sexy edge on this, and let's get. It's hard to make vegetables sound sexy, right? Especially when you're constantly inundated with testosterone and pre-workouts and caffeine and protein and all these different bodybuilding products, which sound pretty exciting and sexy. So,
Right.
so I took it upon myself to make juicing sound a little more exciting.
Right.
So you know, it's not anything I created, but what I did do with Drew is we took his top 100 recipes, and we took the ones that were specifically geared towards men or women who would want to improve their health, to burn more fat, and to lose and to build more muscle. And we've put those in a new recipe guide called 101 Muscle Charging Juicing Recipes, and it comes with some other things as well, but that's really the core. You're getting access to the recipes that Drew has tested out on his family, friends, on his followers, his fans, and basically the ones that tasted great, those are the ones that made the cut. Because like I said, there's a lot of bad. I mean, just do it for yourself for a month, and you'll see what I mean. You'll make a couple juices that are just like nasty that you quietly pour down the sink, and you know, no one wants to pour their money down the sink. So
Right, right. So Drew's kind of like the modern day Jack LaLanne or Juice Man, right?